Hi folks, thanks for stopping by. I'd like to talk today a little bit about the flat Earth and how to map it. I chose Sydney, Bogota, and Pavak, Siberia to start with because they're roughly equal distance from each other, also equal distance from Honolulu. Here's the data. Now with the CAD program, I drew a scale flat pattern of the triangles, adding the smaller triangles on the outside. You'll see why in a second. I folded the outer triangles in, and uh-oh, we got a problem. The triangles overlap, which is not what you'd expect if the Earth was flat. If you'd like to make your own map, just pause the screen here and press the print screen button. That'll save it into memory, and then you can paste it into whatever program you want and print it out and cut it out. The tabs will hold it in place. So you do that, and presto, you got the world's first to-scale flat Earth map. Now, it's probably not as flat as you were expecting, but hey, it is what it is. And this is what happens when you use data from the real world. It's not 2D, no matter how badly you might wish it was. In case you missed it, what just happened there was I tried to create a flat map using data from planet Earth, which is a sphere. They don't match, and this is what you get. So from the plane of Sydney, Bogota, and Pavak, Honolulu is 1,938 miles high. That's 350 times higher than Mount Everest. The Flat Earth crowd claims to not believe in gravity. They like to claim that all water stays at the same level. Well, if that's true, how does water stay in Pearl Harbor, which is almost 2,000 miles high? That's a mystery. So I tried to do the same thing with Seattle, Montreal, and Mexico City, which are very close to the same distance from each other. And Kansas is famously flat, so I chose Kansas City, which is right near the center. And here's the data. With a CAD program, I drew a scale flat pattern of the triangles, adding the smaller triangles on the outside. Folding the smaller triangles in, they overlap, but not as bad as before. Still, it's not what you'd expect if the Earth was flat. Printing it and cutting it out doesn't look so easy with this small of an overlap, so I calculated the height, and I got 130 miles. Now that's more than 30 times higher than Mount Everest. So I'd like to show that calculation, but I really think that the only people who are going to understand it are the people who don't need it explained. But here's a hint. Folding down the first side, a line from the tip perpendicular to the bend, shown here in blue, points to Kansas City. It's a little longer than you need it to be, but if you knew the right length, you could just lift up the tip and find the height. And I'm showing that with the triangle over here on the right. Now, if you think the Earth is flat, well, you got your work cut out for you. Take any three cities that are pretty far apart, like 2,000 miles or more, and show that a center city is on the same plane. If you can do that, your work is done. But what we've seen here today is that's not happening. So at this point, I think even the most blockheaded flat earthers is going to have to admit there's no way to construct a flat map of the Earth that will reconcile distances between cities found on any known map. Now, you flat earthers have met your match, so I think it's time to throw in the towel. Well, that's about all I got to say right now. Thanks for watching, and it was kind of fun to make, so please check out my other flat Earth videos. They're kind of cool. And I'll see you next time.